ਅੱਜ ਥਰਸਡੇ ਮਾਰਚ 5 ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਦ ਗੇਬਲਸ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹਾਲ ਹੈ ਫਾਰਮ ਹਾਊਸ ਹੈ ਇੱਥੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਬੈਂਕੁਏਟ ਹਾਲ ਕਾਈਂਡ ਆਫ ਫੈਸਿਲਿਟੀ ਬਣਾਈ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਬ੍ਰੈਂਡਾ ਲੌਕ ਸਰੀ ਕਨੈਕਟ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਟੀਮ ਹੈ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਆਪਦਾ ਇਲੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਲਾਂਚ ਕੀਤਾ ਆ। ਬ੍ਰੈਂਡਾ ਲੌਕ ਨੇ ਅੱਜ ਇਹ ਦੱਸਣਾ ਆ ਕਿ ਸ਼ੀ ਵਿਲ ਬੀ ਰਨਿੰਗ ਅਗੇਨ ਐਜ਼ ਏ ਮੇਅਰ ਐਂਡ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਆਪਦੀ ਟੀਮ ਦੇ 4 ਮੈਂਬਰ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਿਟਿੰਗ ਕਾਉਂਸਲਰ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਗੋਰਡਨ ਹੈਪਨਰ, ਹੈਰੀ ਬੇਨਸ, ਪ੍ਰਦੀਪ ਕੂਨਰ ਐਂਡ ਰੌਬ ਸਟੱਟ ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਹੈਗੇ ਹੀ ਆ। 2 ਕੈਂਡੀਡੇਟ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਹੋਰ ਅਨਾਊਂਸ ਕੀਤੇ ਆ ਜਿਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਣੇ ਰੋਨਾ ਟੈਪਰ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਨਵੀਂ ਕੈਂਡੀਡੇਟ ਹੈ ਐਂਡ ਫਿਲਪੀਨੋ ਲੇਡੀ ਨੋਇਮੀ ਵਿਕਟੋਰੀਆ। ਸੋ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਅੱਜ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਅਨਾਊਂਸਮੈਂਟ ਕਰਨੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਕਾਫੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਭੀੜ ਭੜਾਕਾ ਹੋਇਆ। ਪਾਰਕਿੰਗ ਲੱਭਣ 'ਚ ਵੀ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਾਫੀ 15-20 ਮਿੰਟ ਲੱਗ ਗਏ ਸੀਗੇ। ਸੋ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦਾ ਕਾਫੀ ਉਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਆਇਆ ਬਿਕੋਜ਼ ਸ਼ੀ ਇਜ਼ ਏ ਸਿਟਿੰਗ ਮੇਅਰ। ਸੋ ਬਾਕੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਦੇਖਣ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਦੇ ਕਮੈਂਟ ਦੇਵਾਂਗੇ। CJ ਸਿੱਧੂ ਰਿਪੋਰਟਿੰਗ ਫਰਮ ਸਰੀ, ਬ੍ਰਿਟਿਸ਼ ਕੋਲੰਬੀਆ।
Because your presence here is a demonstration of the kind of support that this mayor, Brenda Locke, has in this city. And the fact that you're here gives us all hope that she is going to have the team that she needs to get re-elected. Do you want to re-elect Brenda Locke? Yes. Yes, you do. And we need Brenda Locke to be re-elected, and I'll tell you why. First of all, since she became mayor, she brought back something called ethics back to City Hall. Brenda Locke doesn't pick up the phone and ask her friends, ask the police to find favors for her friends. Brenda Locke doesn't support any backroom deals. Brenda Locke is an honest politician who's working for the people of this city. And yes, I am out of practice and I have forgotten when you have to pause. She understands how important families are in this city. She has built this city so that families can make sure that their children have a way to grow up in a city where you can rarely find opportunities like she's built. Softball, soccer is coming in bigger numbers to this city. Kabaddi, cricket, lacrosse, you name it. Brenda Locke has bought that and she's built it. She's introduced the biggest budget for infrastructure in this city's history. So ladies and gentlemen, she deserves your support. She's going to need you to work for her, and she needs you to do that every day you can. Because this great city of Surrey deserves a leader like Brenda Locke. Brenda Locke, an ethical woman, a family person, and Brenda Locke, ladies and gentlemen, is a builder. So I give you tonight the current mayor and the next mayor of Surrey, Brenda the Builder.
At the same time, we've committed to close to $300 million to major transportation infrastructure, including 72nd Avenue expansion that will finally create that major east-west connection through our city that is so needed. Major road widenings like 32nd, 64th, 132, and 152 Street. We've also created 5 new city-assisted truck parks that added 400 new truck parking spaces. My council has also added more than $1 billion in parks and recreation and cultural projects that have delivered new parkland, completed new major facilities like Bear Creek Stadium, and the first 2 sheets at Cloverdale Sport and Ice Complex, and I hope you get a chance to go and check it out. I know I saw Scott Ackles here. I know he's checked it out. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And we're going to do more. The Chuck Bailey Recreation Center is getting a major expansion and a $310 million Newton Community Center that will be right in the heart of our city. We will complete that in the coming years. This year, we will finish the ash scattering pier on the Fraser River that will give families a meaningful place to go and put their loved ones to rest. And since 2023, Surrey has approved more than 15,000 new housing units through building permits representing $7 billion of construction value, with more than 40,000 additional housing units conditionally approved through the rezoning. And I know there are a few builders here, and I want to thank them for creating the places and spaces that we call home, places and spaces for families. Yeah. And in Bridgeview, we advanced a project that will deliver more than 400 units of affordable housing, rental housing stock. That's something that has been rare in our city. Without question, public safety has been a top priority in Surrey, and I know you have all heard all too much about it. My council has worked very hard to secure $250 million from the province to support the police transition. That's $250 million. Which sounds more, 250 million or $250 million? I don't know, whatever sounds more, use that number. And we established a new public safety department to better coordinate police, fire, bylaws, and our emergency management system. Under this council's term, we have also strengthened frontline safety, public safety, by adding 100 new police officers, 80 additional firefighters, and 40 new bylaw officers, and we will do more. We will continue to do more. Those are real investments in safety and the well-being of our city. And I want to say this very clearly. The men and women in uniform who serve our city, our police, our firefighters, and our bylaw officers do a tremendous work for us every single day to protect our communities, to respond when people are in need, and to help ensure our residents are safe in every part of our city. And as the extortion crisis has challenged our region like never before, I have continued pressing other orders of government for resources and legislative tools to help Surrey with the needs that they are required to continue to fight that challenge. Just this past February, I met with the Prime Minister to advocate for federal support, and I was pleased to see that Prime Minister Carney recently took action, including a meeting right here in Surrey. Yeah. We have also built partnerships that will shape our future city, and we have completed a joint venture agreement with Simon Fraser University for Centre Block, which will be the home to SFU's new School of Medicine, the first medical school in Western Canada in 60 years, and that is a tremendous accomplishment. And through private partnerships, the first 2 city-supported medical clinics will open this fall, helping to recruit and retain those medical school doctors as they come out into the world and connect them with tens of thousands of Surrey residents who currently do not have a family doctor. We have taken bold city steps by establishing a city center entertainment district and launching the process for a new city center arena, a major city building initiative that will help transform our downtown into a true metropolitan core. And in Cloverdale, we are not just investing in recreation, we're doing the long-term planning to position Cloverdale as another major destination in the region through the Cloverdale Fairgrounds Master Plan. And we have done all this while maintaining a strong focus on affordability and fiscal discipline. In fact, the proposed 2026 property tax increase this year will be 2.6%, one of the lowest in the region. That is what responsible leadership looks like, delivering major results while respecting the people who pay the bills. And the results are clear. Since this council took office, Surrey has helped generate approximately 40,000 jobs, welcoming more than 8,200 new businesses, and seen billions of dollars in construction and investment activity in our city. That's not talk, that's not symbolism, that is delivery. Friends, Surrey is not just growing, Surrey is rising. Surrey is critical to the future of this region and this province and to Western Canada. We are the gateway city, we are a trade city, and we are a city of enormous opportunity. With 2 major international border crossings, our strategic location at the heart of the South Fraser, Surrey is one of the most important economic gateways in British Columbia. And within the next few years, Surrey is expected to become the largest city in British Columbia. I think we're already there. That will be a defining moment for all of us, and it is why this council has taken bold steps to plan for that growth, to build for that growth, and to lead for that growth. Now, I know Surrey's future is bright, but I also know families are feeling pressure, businesses are feeling pressure, and the public safety remains a top concern. And that is why Surrey needs that serious leadership. Leadership that will keep our communities safe, leadership that will stand up to the work with senior governments, will speak truth to power to senior governments. They don't always like it, by the way. And leadership that will protect taxpayers. Leadership that will support housing and businesses and growth. And leadership that will meet this moment with strength, with clarity, and with conviction. Surrey is the land of opportunity. But right now, as you all know, we are facing some headwaters that are challenging our region, our province and our country, and in fact, the world. Trade and tariff uncertainty, global destabilization, national and provincial economics that are challenging the realities of life for British Columbians and Canadians. But with that uncertainty comes incredible opportunity. Opportunity that Surrey is positioned to address with all our commitments to Canadian national building. This is an amazing time for Surrey. Going from a city in the South Fraser is a seismic shift of being an economic powerhouse for all of British Columbia. We know our potential. All of you in Surrey know our potential. But now, the rest of the province and the country also know it. And for some, that's scary, but not for Surrey. We are a force to be reckoned with, and we are demonstrating that every single day. This is an amazing time for our city, an amazing time for Surrey, and that is why I am proud to announce tonight that I will be running for the re-election as your mayor of the city of Surrey. And I am very proud to now introduce some of the people that are going to be running on our team with me. So I'll start now with the Surrey Connect councillors who will be running again with me. So please welcome to the stage Gord Hepner. That's a good one. I know. Gord reminded me of the Neckameckle River Park. That is going to be an incredible addition to the city. Gord is an entrepreneur who has raised his family in the city of Surrey and is very involved in youth sport and bringing that common sense Gord knows only too well. Gord runs a boutique notary public practice and has earned his undergraduate degree at Concordia and his master's in applied legal studies at Simon Fraser University. Thank you, Gord. Pardeep Kunar, come on. We sometimes call Pardeep the pit bull of Metro Vancouver. Pardeep was raised in Surrey and has seen our city grow and change. Pardeep is a chartered accountant with over 20 years' experience, and it's exactly what we need right now in our city to make sure that we are spending taxpayers' dollars responsibly. A graduate of Trinity Western University, she owns her own audit and tax services firm. And yeah, give it up for Pardeep. And Rob Stutt. Come on, Rob. Rob is a father, a grandfather, and a former member of the RCMP with much of his career right here in Surrey. With over 43 years in policing, he started when he was 6. And policing and in the insurance industry, Rob understands how decisions impact lives. Rob has been an active member of the Surrey community through various levels of minor hockey and the Sullivan Community Association. And Harry Baines. Come on, Harry. Yeah. Harry is a corporate and real estate lawyer who is working in Surrey, and Harry, under the, okay, I wrote this really badly. Harry's also a dad of 2 boys and also a coach in hockey and knows this community all too well, went to high school in Surrey and has grown up in the neighborhood. He holds a business degree from BCIT and a law degree from the University of British Columbia. Harry grew up in the farming community and is the dad of 2, as I said. Thank you, Harry. So this is your Surrey Connect team, and we came together just under 4 years ago with a vision to change City Hall. We have done that. We have done a lot, but there is so much more to do, and we have a plan, and together we will accomplish great things. But today, we're embarking on another journey. We're continuing to build our team and to build our city, and so now I'm also very thrilled to announce that our team for the upcoming election this October will include 2 other members. Please welcome Rona Tepper. Many of you in this room may know Rona, a longtime Surrey resident, an impactful community volunteer across a number of great organizations in our city, including Ocean Park Community Association, the Crescent Beach Swim Club, and others. Rona is a station leader for the local Marine Search and Rescue Organization, and Rona is a mom and a victim services caseworker with the RCMP. Thank you, Rona. And the last person to come up is Noemi Victorino. Noemi. Noemi is currently the Executive Director of Harvest to Hope, and an organization to assist people in need to obtain healthy food. Noemi is a mom of 2 grown boys and previously held a leadership position with the federal government, most notably as the Senior Officer of Trade and Compliance with Canadian Border Services Agency. Noemi is a passionate volunteer, including serving in various roles in organizations that help and empower women and girls. Thank you, Noemi. Both Rona and Noemi are women of incredible stature, and we are so happy to have them join our Surrey Connect team.
Hello, Ms. Clark. Welcome to Surrey. Why are you supporting Brenda Locke?
Because she brings in, I support Brenda because, first of all, she's an old friend of mine. I've known her for years. And one thing I know about her is she is an incredibly ethical person. She is going to fight to preserve people's tax dollars, deliver services. She will be honest and accountable. And Surrey's a really fast-growing city. It needs someone like Brenda who has the strength of character and the experience to really deliver for the city. And I just, there aren't many people, I haven't seen many people like Brenda Locke in politics before, and she really deserves to be reelected. She's earned it.
Premier, any comments about the extortion? There are a lot of resources are applied here. What are your comment on that?
Well, it's a terrible problem in Canada. I'm happy to know that Mark Carney is working with Prime Minister Modi to try and make sure that we are working together on it, because clearly there's an issue on the other side of the ocean as well. And I know Brenda. No one has worked harder than Brenda to get the attention of the federal and provincial governments on this issue. She's a family person, and the idea that families' lives are being threatened, that their sense of safety is gone, that's something Brenda really cares about. She's been working very hard. It hasn't been easy. Not all levels of government have paid attention. She's got their attention now because she won't give up.
What are your aspirations? You will come back in politics?
You know what? My aspiration is to be on your show.
Thank you.
As a council, I'm very confident in my team. I think we're going to be having challenges like Metro Vancouver. There's no doubt about it. So we'll be leaning on Pardeep Pooner for those kind of things. Certainly, building and how that happens is something that Harry Baines is a real stronghold on, and I can tell you that Rob Stott, he really is committed to making sure that public safety is exactly where it needs to be. And Gord Hepner is a builder that is going to make sure that our parks, our recreation are all there for kids, because we have an enormous amount of kids and families, and so building out those parks and amenities is crucial to us.
Regardless of your electorate, how confident are you you'll get the cooperation from the other levels of government to achieve Surrey's objectives?
Right now I will be telling you that all governments are dealing with economic realities, so I understand that, as are we. But I think we know, and all governments know, Surrey is where it's at. There's no doubt about it. So they're concerned about making sure that Surrey is at least appreciated, if not funded, for different things. But for Surrey, a city that is growing at the rapid pace, to try and get our deserved funds back, our reality and our equity in funding is going to be a big issue. I do know that, as I said, I've talked to the Prime Minister, I've talked with the Premier a lot about different issues, and so I'm very confident that they know that Surrey is here, and we're going to be standing up for our city.
Mayor Locke, how is your platform is different than the other people are running?
Look, right now we've got 7 months till there's 7 months until there's an election. We're just going to do the good work that we need to do. This is way too early to start political campaigns, in my opinion, but others seem to think that that's what's necessary right now. We're just going to keep working hard for the city of Surrey, and we're going to run on our record because we have a really good record.
And your comments about the extortion cases in Surrey, predominantly in Surrey.
We have had a real run for our money on extortion, and that is why I've been so active. I've been to Ottawa now twice to talk to both the Minister of Public Safety and as well the Prime Minister, and certainly I talk with the provincial Solicitor General daily. In fact, I spoke to her today just a few hours ago. So our relationship with Victoria is very, very solid, and my relationship with Ottawa is as well.
So you've had a great run, Brenda. Up to this point, you're riding a lot of momentum. Your voice is being heard with the Metro Vancouver group. How confident are you as you push ahead with this campaign?
What do you mean?
How confident are you going forward here?
I'm very confident. I know the residents of Surrey are concerned about their city as I am, and so I'm pretty confident in where we're going. But you know, I don't take anything for granted. We will work hard and we will win, but we will be working very hard as we have all along. We will continue to do our good work.
So my question is so you ran 4 years ago. What is the difference from now? What do you know now that you didn't know 4 years ago?
Well, I guess one of the things I learned a lot, and you know, I don't know that people understand this as well as I would like them to. We had to change a culture at City Hall. We had to make sure that everyone knew there was only one door to City Hall. That was important to us. We had to make sure there was accountability and fairness when it came to City Hall. And so that was one thing that we've worked very hard at. I think we're getting there, but it's a very complex issue to deal with. I think, you know, people didn't know what we were going to do. So as you can see tonight, there's a lot more energy for our campaign than there was in 2022. A lot of people I know that are here now didn't support us in 2022, and I can tell you they're here supporting us today.
Mayor, when people passes away in South Asian community and dispersing the ashes, you talk about it. What is your project on that?
That is the ash scattering pier that is going to be on the Fraser River, and I know people talk about it as a South Asian project. It's for everybody, and I can tell you I will be putting my dad's ashes in the Fraser. My dad was a fisher, and so it's a good place. He will be happy to be there. It's one of those issues that was important to our community, and so we've delivered on that.
So Rob, it's a good launch today, and what are your experience in the last 3.5 years?
Actually, thank you. Hello. The experience in the last 5 years, I've seen more accountability. I've seen things change. I've seen growth. You know, and I've seen you know, avenues. You know, new doors that we've gone through, and I just you know, my feeling overall, I'm quite impressed with what I see in the city of Surrey overall, and the leadership that we have, and I think going forward we can only improve on a good thing.
Is the councillors most part, you know, even they belongs to a different parties and stuff, they work together nicely?
Well, yeah, we all work together when we have to. So you know, to answer your question, you know, every group you know, would have differences of opinion, but I don't think we take those to council, and I don't think we take those too much moving forward. But we are, you know, we are a united group on the mayor's side, and I think we always do what we think is in the best interest, or you know, of the people. I mean, that's you know, that's absolutely always our first responsibility, and what we ran for council for, and why we're here.
Do you have any special plans moving forward for the next term?
You know, it's council's kind of a funny thing. There's no apprenticeship for it. You know, you step into it, and it's there's no shallow end of it. You step right into the deep end. So it's a learning curve, and the last 3.5 years have certainly helped me to develop the knowledge that I need to be better moving forward. That's not to say that that we had any shortfalls, but more accustomed to what the people need. The longer you're here, the longer we're here, the more we learn. And the more we learn how to address them.
Thank you very much. Good luck. Hanji Harry, yes, a large crowd here, hard to find even a parking. Why is so many excitement in the people?
People are excited. You've got great leadership in our city, and the future of Surrey is a lot brighter than its past. People have seen the changes that we've made in 4 years, and I think people are excited to see the progress that we're going to make to continue to build on that. So there's been a lot of excitement. It's been building for 4 years. Let's see it go for the next 8.
And how your experience for these first 3.5 years, how you feel about whatever you're able to accomplish?
I'm very proud of what we've done in 3 years. I'm very proud of the work we've done. I'm very proud to say that we are willing to stand on our record. The things that we've done in our first 3 years have been phenomenal in terms of improving the livability of the residents in the city of Surrey. Starting with public safety, the investment in public safety. We hired over 100 police officers in our first 4 years, 80 firefighters, 60 bylaw officers. We've invested in infrastructure, roads, community centers, ICE centers. We have committed ourselves to building this city, and that's a record I'm willing to stand on.
Extortion ਬਾਰੇ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਕੀ ਖਿਆਲ ਹੈ? ਆਪਣੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ predominantly ਆਪਣੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਇਫੈਕਟ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ, ਉਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਕੀ ਖਿਆਲ ਹੈ?
It's unfortunate. ਬਹੁਤ ਮਾੜੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੀ extortion ਚੱਲਦੀ ਹੈ ਸਾਡੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ. We've seen our Mayor Brenda Locke, few council meetings ago, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ motion ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਵੀ ਸਾਰੇ level of government ਨੂੰ ਕਿਹਾ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਆਪਣਾ ਹਿੱਸਾ ਕਰੋ. Federal government ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਕਹਤਾ, provincial government ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਕਹਤਾ ਵੀ ਜੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਕਰੋ, ਤੇ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਤਿਆਰ ਲੀਡ ਕਰਨ ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਤਿਆਰ ਹਾਂ. And that's a commitment that we are happy to see from the Mayor of Surrey, because this is a city affected like no other. It's Surrey and Brampton that are probably the most affected, and it's because they're the most populated with Punjabi people. So I'm happy to see the progress that's been made. There's lots of work to do. We're not done yet. We are committed to working with our public service workers, our police officers, to make sure that this issue goes to bed.
Any special plans for the next term, or what do you personally like to accomplish?
Well, my personal goal is obviously to build on what we've already started. It is to continue to build the livability in our city. That's going to attract jobs. That's going to turn the city around the next corner. We're going to build a city of the future right here in Surrey, British Columbia. And I'm very proud to be part of that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. ਹਾਂਜੀ ਕਾਉਂਸਲਰ ਕੂਨਰ, ਤੁਸੀਂ 3.5 ਸਾਲਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਐਜ਼ ਅ ਨਿਊ ਕਾਉਂਸਲਰ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਕੀ ਐਕਸਪੀਰੀਅੰਸ?
ਆਪਣੇ ਕੋਲ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡੀ ਸਿਟੀ ਆ, and there's a lot of things that we need to focus on. So ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆਪਾਂ 10 ਸਾਲ ਹੁਣ ਕੀਤੇ ਆ, we focused on the roads, infrastructure, amenities ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਲੋਕੀ ਨੂੰ ਚਾਹੀਦੇ ਆ, ਉਹ ਕੰਮ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਰਨਾ ਪੈਣਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ, ਨਾਲੇ make sure ਆਪਾਂ financially responsible ਆ. So I think I'm really looking forward to the next 4 years that our city nu sab the best financial position ch rakhunge and make sure kar aap build kari jande hain jehdi amenities people mangde hain.
What are you most proud of in this last 3.5 years?
main bahut cheezain kittiyan, but I think I've been able to manage doing the proper oversight on the finances. We're in a really good position financially in our city. A lot of people are very jealous of what's happening. And this is coming from many CFOs within the Metro Vancouver region. They don't know how Surrey's managed to be so financially responsible, and we're going to continue to build on that.
And that's good. You are CPA and very successfully. Jede finances of city de, you think they are running very effectively?
There's always more room for improvement. We're the best. We're going to continue to be the best, and we're going to build for the people as well.
And moving forward, Ms. Cooner, what are your plans?
I'm working on a 10-year financial plan right now. It'll set the city up to know exactly what's coming and what property taxes rates they can expect for the next 10 years.
Thank you and good luck.
Thank you.
So what do you think about it? You see people in your city, and today Mayor Locke, launch her campaign for the next term.
Yeah, I think it's great to see her announce her re-election campaign with a great slate of candidates. We work very well with Mayor Locke and her team at the City of Surrey, trying to really advocate for a lot of investment that's needed south of the Fraser. Everything from ensuring that the federal government responds to the extortion crisis to ensuring that we continue to see investments from the province of British Columbia. Given all the growth south of the Fraser, we have to do major efforts to keep it going.
So there is a lot of confusion and mistrust on the Greater Vancouver GVRD level. What's going on there?
Well, it's a complex issue where Metro Vancouver as a regional district is trying to govern the region. And they represent mostly Vancouver, Burnaby, Richmond, and North Vancouver. They don't represent very well, the city of Surrey or the township of Langley. And I think Brenda Locke and others like myself and Councillor Ferguson have been doing a lot of work to try to ensure that the south of the Fraser gets its fair share from Metro Vancouver.
Are you excited about the SkyTrain coming to your city?
Well, SkyTrain has mixed reviews, right? It's got a lot of opportunities for transit, but it can also bring some social challenges with potentially increased crime and other issues. So it's ensuring that we have the right plan in place to prepare for SkyTrain when it starts in about 3 to 4 years.
Your final comments.
I just think it's great to see the energy and to see that hopefully we can have another term to work with myself, work with Brenda Locke and her team at City of Surrey to ensure that we continue to deliver for south of the Fraser.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
First tell me why with Brenda Locke?
Brenda Locke, I feel I align with the most. She's just a really great community lady, very hardworking, down to earth. I love her and her whole team.
And what is your reason? Your husband is already in politics. He's a MLA,
Yes.
and now two people in the same family.
Yeah.
How you will juggle around things?
Well, luckily, I already, you've seen me at a lot of events over the last year and a half or so. So I think we'll just keep going. Sometimes we may have to divide and conquer at events, but that's always what I look forward to the most, is just getting out in the community and meeting people and just listening to people's concerns and what they have to say.
So what is your reason to coming and running as a councillor?
I am a very, community-driven person. My background has been in community safety. That's all my volunteering background has been in, and now I'm working for the RCMP, Victim Services. So I see the need for public safety, all kinds of awareness around, crime, safety. So that's what has sort of driven me to want to expand on that.
And how you can contribute moving forward if and when you become a councillor?
How will I contribute? I think the biggest way I'll contribute is I just want to listen to the people. I really just want to listen to their concerns. I want to make sure everybody's heard and take it back to the table and go from there.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you and good luck.
Thank you.
You're running for City of Surrey councillor.
Yeah.
Why are you doing that?
Okay, well, I've been a resident of Surrey for a long time, and I know that it's been really challenging. It's been very challenging these days, and I just want to be part of the solution. I've always been with the public service. People think that I'm new in serving the public, but I've been actually serving the public since I was 24 years old as a federal public servant. So I was with the Canada Border Services Agency, and after 25 years of federal public service, I thought I want to help my community where I live. I want to improve the situation in the city. And last but not the least, when I met Mayor Brenda Locke, I was really, really impressed by her genuine. She's genuine, she's authentic, and she has integrity. She doesn't show up for the sake of being seen. She actually does listen to people. And I've seen it firsthand because I've been with her for a year, and she is truly, truly genuine. And what I like about Brenda and her platform, basically moving forward, is that even though some people think, we shouldn't be thinking about all these futuristic plans, but a real good mayor or elected official looks after taking care of the people that are struggling, but at the same time investing in the future. And that's what I like about Mayor Locke and the Surrey Connect team, is that it's a dual approach. You help who needs help, but also investing in future infrastructure, because we will be the next largest city in the province.
And what kind of population roughly in Surrey or Filipino community?
You know what? I don't know the exact population, but I know we represent about 8-9%. We are, I believe, the third or the fourth largest demographics in Surrey. And I think, you know, everywhere you look, there's Filipinos, right? We are very hospitable, kind, courteous people, and I think it's nice to have representation that way.
And in a Lapu Lapu festival, what happened is so saddening and heart-wrenching.
Yeah.
And our thoughts and prayers with those families who lost their loved ones. How's the community dealing with that?
You know what? I think when that tragedy happened, you can see everyone just gathering and having space to comfort each other. And what, even as tragic as it wasn't only the Filipino community that was sympathizing with the tragedy.
All the communities came together.
Yes, in fact, the South Asian community was a big part. I know that a lot of organizations have raised funds for the victims. And tragedy as it was, it did show that communities bond together when things like that happen. It was a good test of community and humanity at that time.
Well, thank you and good luck to you, Naomi.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Brian, so your wife, Rona, is running.
Yes.
And I ask her the same question I will ask. Two people. One is more than enough.
Yeah.
How you will juggle around if she becomes a counselor?
Well, you know what I said is when you keep going to these events, sooner or later somebody grabs you and pulls you into politics. And you know what? We go to the events together. We enjoy everything we do. So getting part of the community, I think it's going to still work very well. We just have to keep doing what we're doing. And you know, the community has embraced us. So it's been fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's good to see. I already talked to her, and she, you know, the reason being why you guys are in the politics.
Yeah, I think I'll talk about her. You know, her heart is in the right place. She loves volunteering. She takes part in everything. She's at, you know, whatever she can to help out. And I said, you know, if you're being asked to be in politics, just think about it as you're volunteering again, but with more responsibility. It comes with a paycheck, so that's always nice. But no, to be able to get out and be part of the community and volunteer like she does, I mean, it's just a continuation of that. So yeah, it's a good move.
Well, as she mentioned, and I see you both all the time in all the events, like you are in a Caucasian side is a Sukh Taliwal style of politics.
Yeah, I love it. You know, that's it. And just getting to know everybody. Running from event to event for me isn't the thing. It's getting to an event. Whoever invites me first, I get there. I want to spend my time, give them all my attention, and I think you know, embrace whoever it is. It doesn't matter if it's a cultural event, a community event, anything. We just get in there and take part and learn what people need in their everyday life.
Thank you, Brian.
Yeah.
Good luck to
Appreciate
your
it.
wife, Ed.
Yes, thank you very much. Yes.
Thank you. Jack, good to see you. And you were disappear a little bit from the politics. What brings you back?
What brings me back is helping Brenda and the team to win the next election here with Surrey Connect. So even though I was working out in the Okanagan for a couple of years, I'm still here, living here, but I really want to support Brenda and the team here. And if you looked at all the achievements that they announced today, देखो कितना काम किया हैगा शहर लिए थे, you know, काफ़ी project भी शुरू किए हैं, completion भी होने लगे हैं इस साल हम, तो जिन्हें no डमे addition आज किए हैं, no announce किए हैं, वो भी है ना बहुत high caliber candidate है साढ़े लिए थे.
ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ ਕੀ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ, ਜੈਕ?
ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਹਲੇ corporate security manager Fortis ਲਈ ਹਲੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦਾ ਉੱਥੇ. But on the back end help ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕੋਈ good causes community 'ਚ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ, ਇੱਕ ਦੋ ਬੋਰਡਾਂ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਵੀ ਹੈਗੇ board members, so mostly ਉਹ community service ਵਿੱਚ ਥੋੜੇ ਜਿਹੇ busy ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ.
ਤੇ politics ਮੁੜ ਕੇ ਆਉਣਾ ਫਿਰ?
Not right now, but you know, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛੋ maybe in a month ਫਿਰ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਆ. No, at this point no, ਕੋਈ plan ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ.
Normally people who are in politics they say never say no.
I can probably say relatively comfortably probably no.
For now.
For now. But I do hope we get good candidates. And then ਬਸ ਇੱਕ ਦੋ ਟੀਮ ਤੋਂ Surrey needs good candidates in all teams. ਇਹ ਮੈਂ ਗੱਲ ਮੈਂ ਕਹਿ ਸਕਦਾ. ਸਾਰੇ ਟੀਮਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਰਨ ਕਰਨ ਲੱਗੇ ਹੈਗਾ, ਜਿਹੜਾ good candidate ਚੁਣ ਕੇ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਵੇ.
ਸੋ ਬ੍ਰੈਂਡਾ ਲੌਕ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਯੂ ਆਰ ਵਨ ਆਫ ਦਾ ਸਪੀਕਰਸ ਟੂ ਵਾਈ ਯੂ ਸਪੋਰਟਿੰਗ ਬ੍ਰੈਂਡਾ ਲੌਕ?
ਟੂ ਬੀ ਔਨੈਸਟ ਭਾਜੀ, ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਸੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਸਪੀਚ ਵਿੱਚ, ਹੁਣ ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀਗਾ, ਮੈਂ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਪਰਸਨ ਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਮੈਂ ਬ੍ਰੈਂਡਾ ਨੂੰ, ਮੈਂ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਮੈਂਟਰ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਉਸੇ ਟਾਈਮ, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਐਕਸਪੀਰੀਅੰਸ ਪੋਲੀਟੀਸ਼ੀਅਨ ਹੈਗਾ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਐਥੀਕਲ ਪਰਸਨ ਹੈਗਾ। ਸੋ ਤਾਂ ਹੀ ਮੈਂ ਬ੍ਰੈਂਡਾ ਨਾਲ ਉਦੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਮੇਰੇ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀਗਾ, ਤਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਵੀ ਹੁਣ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਕਰੂੰਗਾ।
ਯੂਰ ਫਾਈਨਲ ਕਮੈਂਟਸ?
ਫਾਈਨਲ ਕਮੈਂਟ ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਕਹਿ ਸਕਦਾ, ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਇਸ ਵਾਰੀ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਜਦੋਂ ਇਲੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਵੋਟ ਪਾਓ। ਡਜ਼ਨਟ ਮੈਟਰ ਹੂ ਦ ਕੈਂਡੀਡੇਟ ਇਜ਼। ਇਹ ਹੈਗੀ ਸਾਡੀ ਰਿਸਪੌਂਸਿਬਿਲਿਟੀ ਇਸ ਮੁਲਕ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਰਾਈਟ? ਸਾਡੀ ਗ੍ਰੇਟ ਓਪਰਚੁਨਿਟੀ ਹੈਗੀ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪ ਦੇਖੋ ਹੁਣ ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਦਿਨ ਕਿਤੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਕੋਲ ਓਪਰਚੁਨਿਟੀ ਹੈਗੀ, ਵੋਟ ਪਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ, ਅਸੀਂ ਪਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਇਹ ਸਾਡੀ ਰਿਸਪੌਂਸਿਬਿਲਿਟੀ ਹੈਗੀ। ਗੋ ਆਊਟ ਐਂਡ ਵੋਟ।
ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਵੈਰੀ ਮਚ।
ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਭਾਜੀ।
ਗੁੱਡ ਟੂ ਸੀ ਯੂ। ਹਾਂਜੀ ਭਾਜੀ, ਖੁੱਡੀਆਂ, ਗੁੱਡ ਟੂ ਸੀ ਯੂ। ਆਲਵੇਜ਼ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਮਿਲ ਕੇ। ਅੱਜ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬ੍ਰੈਂਡਾ ਲੌਕ ਨੇ ਆਪਦਾ ਲਾਂਚ ਕੀਤਾ ਕਨੈਕਟ ਟੀਮ ਦਾ ਇਲੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਪਲੇਟਫਾਰਮ, ਉਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਕੀ ਖਿਆਲ?
ਬਾਈ ਜੀ, ਜੋ ਅੱਜ ਦਾ ਇੱਥੇ ਤਕਰੀਬਨ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦਾ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਇਕੱਠ ਵਗੈਰਾ, ਹਰੇਕ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਭਾਈਚਾਰਾ, ਭਾਵੇਂ ਫਿਲਪੀਨੇ ਹੋਏ, ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਹੋਏ, ਮੁਸਲਮਾਨ ਹੋਏ, ਗੋਰੇ, ਜਿੰਨੇ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਔਰ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਉਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਸੀ, ਉਹਦੇ ਮੁਤਾਬਕ ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮੁਬਾਰਕਬਾਦ ਹੀ ਦੇ ਸਕਦਾ। ਇੰਨੀ ਬੇਨਤੀ।
ਸੋ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਹਾਲੇ ਤੱਕ ਜਿਹੜੇ 3.5 ਸਾਲ ਦਾ ਕੰਮ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ, ਤੇ ਮਤਲਬ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ 'ਚ ਕੰਮ ਚੱਲ ਰਿਹਾ, ਉਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਕੀ ਖਿਆਲ?
ਬਾਈ ਜੀ, ਮੈਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਕੰਮ ਦੇਖ ਕੇ ਆਇਆ, ਨਹੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਸੱਦਾ ਪੱਤਰ ਸਾਰੇ ਪਾਸੇ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ, ਤੇ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਆਪਦੀ ਸਪੀਡ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੰਮ ਕੀਤਾ, ਤੇ ਕੰਮ ਵੀ ਬੋਲਦਾ। ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹੀ ਗੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ, ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ ਯਾਰਾਂ ਦੋਸਤਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਹੋਣ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਂਦੀਆਂ, ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹਰੇਕ ਸੜਕ ਤੇ ਟ੍ਰੈਫਿਕ ਆ, ਇਹ ਤੋਂ ਇਹ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਵੀ ਇਹ ਦੁਬਾਰਾ ਬਣੂਗੀ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਹਰੇਕ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸੜਕ ਆ ਉਹਦੀ ਰਿਪੇਅਰ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਜਾਂ ਕੰਮ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ, ਜਾਂ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਸਿਟੀ ਦੇ ਕੰਮ ਹੋ ਰਹੇ ਆ, ਉਹ ਇੱਕ ਇਸ਼ਾਰਾ ਹੀ ਆ ਇਹ।
ਤੇ ਬਾਈ ਬਾਈ ਜੀ ਵੈਸੇ ਤਾਂ ਆਹ ਟੌਪਿਕ ਸਾਈਡ ਗ੍ਰੈਸ ਕਰਕੇ, ਬਾਈ ਜੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਵਾਲੇ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਕੀ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ?
ਉਹ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੀਡੀਆ ਵਾਲੇ ਬਾਈ ਜੀ, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਈ ਚੀਜ਼ ਗੁੱਝੀ ਨਹੀਂ, ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਹੁਣ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਦੀ ਰਾਜਨੀਤੀ 'ਚ ਆਪਾਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ, ਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਅੱਜ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਹੀ ਬਰਿੰਡੇ ਦੀ ਟੀਮ ਨੂੰ ਹੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਮੁਬਾਰਕਬਾਦ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਹੈਰੀ ਕੂਨਰ ਹੋਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਬਾਕੀ ਸਾਰੇ ਸੱਜਣਾ ਮਿੱਤਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸਭ ਨੂੰ ਮੁਬਾਰਕਬਾਦ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ।
ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਬਾਈ। ਹਾਂਜੀ ਮੰਗਟ ਸਾਹਿਬ, ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਆਪ ਦਾ ਇੰਟਰੋਡਕਸ਼ਨ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੱਸੋ। ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਲਿਬਰਲ ਪਾਰਟੀ 'ਚ ਬੜੇ ਸਰਗਰਮ ਆ, ਆਪ ਦਾ ਨਾਂ ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਐਸੋਸੀਏਸ਼ਨ ਲਿਬਰਲ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਨਾਲ ਕੀ ਹੈ?
ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਵੈਰੀ ਮਚ ਜੀ। ਮੇਰਾ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਿਆਰ ਭਰੀ ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ। ਮੇਰਾ ਨਾਮ ਹਰਦਮ ਮੰਗਟ ਆ, ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਲਿਬਰਲ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਆਫ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਨੈਸ਼ਨਲ ਵਾਈਸ ਪ੍ਰੈਜ਼ੀਡੈਂਟ ਹੈਗਾ, ਤੇ ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਆਊਟਰੀਚ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਮੈਂ ਬ੍ਰਿਟਿਸ਼ ਕੋਲੰਬੀਆ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਇਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਹੈਗਾ। ਜਿਹੜੇ ਲਿਬਰਲ ਸਾਡੇ ਸਪੋਰਟਰ ਨੇ, ਮੈਂਬਰ ਨੇ, ਜਾਂ ਆਮ ਪਬਲਿਕ ਵੀ ਜੋ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਨੀ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਲੈਣ ਆਇਆ ਸੀ।
ਸੋ ਅੱਜ ਤਾਂ ਮੇਅਰ ਬ੍ਰੈਂਡਾ ਲੌਕ ਨੇ ਅੱਜ ਲਾਂਚ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ ਆਪਦਾ ਪਲਾਨ, ਪਾਰਟੀ ਦਾ ਪਲੇਟਫਾਰਮ, ਪਰ ਆਪਣੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪ੍ਰਾਈਮ ਮਿਨਿਸਟਰ ਆ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਆ ਕੇ ਗਏ ਆ, ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਐਕਸਟੋਰਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਕੇਸ ਚੱਲ ਰਹੇ ਉਸ ਕਾਫੀ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ। ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਕੀ ਉਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਖਿਆਲ?
ਸਾਡਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਪ੍ਰਾਈਮ ਮਿਨਿਸਟਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਡਾਇਰੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ ਕੰਟਰੀ ਨੂੰ ਅੱਗੇ ਲੈ ਜਾਂਦੀ, ਬਹੁਤ ਡਿਫਰੈਂਟ ਆ। ਅਸੀਂ ਇਕਨੋਮਿਕਲੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਲੀਡਰ ਬਣਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ। ਅਸੀਂ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਨੈਚੁਰਲ ਰਿਸੋਰਸ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ। ਸਾਡਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਸਾਡਾ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀਗਾ USA ਨਾਲ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀਗਾ, ਅਸੀਂ ਡਿਵਰਸੀਫਿਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਕਰਨੀ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ, ਜਿਹਦੇ ਅਸੀਂ 75% ਤੋਂ ਹੁਣ 50% 'ਤੇ ਲਿਜਾਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਆਉਣੇ 10-15 ਸਾਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਜਿਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਈ ਕੰਟਰੀਆਂ ਸਾਡਾ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਬੰਦ ਸੀ ਵਪਾਰ, ਜਿਵੇਂ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਨਾਲ ਅਸੀਂ ਖੋਲ੍ਹਿਆ ਹੈਗਾ, ਆਪਣੇ ਆਸਟ੍ਰੇਲੀਆ ਨਾਲ ਖੋਲ੍ਹਿਆ, ਚਾਈਨਾ ਨਾਲ ਖੋਲ੍ਹਿਆ, ਯੂਰਪੀਅਨ ਯੂਨੀਅਨ ਨਾਲ ਖੋਲ੍ਹਿਆ। ਅਸੀਂ ਜਿਹਨਾਂ ਤਕਰੀਬਨ ਸਾਰੀ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਣਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਐਕਸਪੈਂਡ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ, ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਉਣ ਵਾਲੀਆਂ ਜਨਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਕੁਆਲੀਫਾਈਡ ਵਧੀਆ ਵੈਲ ਪੇਡ ਜੋਬਾਂ ਮਿਲਣ।
ਇਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਹੈ ਜੀ। ਤੇ ਪ੍ਰਾਈਮ ਮਿਨਿਸਟਰ ਬਿਕਾਜ਼ ਆਫ ਇਕਨੋਮਿਸਟ ਐਂਡ ਗਵਰਨਰ ਰਹੇ ਆ ਬੈਂਕ ਦੇ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਦੇ ਐਂਡ ਇੰਗਲੈਂਡ ਦੇ, ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਕੀ ਖਿਆਲ ਹੈ ਵੀ ਉਹ ਆਪਣੀ ਇਕਾਨਮੀ ਨੂੰ ਸੁਧਾਰਨਗੇ? ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਪੀਪਲ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਅਫੋਰਡੇਬਿਲਟੀ ਦਾ ਬਿਗ ਇਸ਼ੂ ਹੈ, ਐਵਰੇਜ ਬੰਦਾ ਇਜ਼ ਸਟਰਗਲਿੰਗ।
I have 100% confidence that ਸਾਡੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ Prime Minister very capable person. He's the one of the best or liked economist in the world. He did graduation on the best university, then did a master, then the PhD, and he served as a governor of Bank of Canada and the governor of Bank of England. He's the only one non-British who been governor of Bank of England, and he have pretty much clear idea what he want to do for Canada, where he want to carry the Canada. I think people should tighten their belt, as he said, for a year, but within years, so you will see that we are concerned about the ਮਹਿੰਗਾਈ ਬਾਰੇ, ਤੇ ਬਾਕੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮਹਿੰਗਾਈ, ਹਾਂਜੀ, ਤੇ employment ਬਾਰੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ, ਤੇ security ਤੇ racism ਬਾਰੇ he's very much concerned. We're going to try to look after all those, and we are taking back concern from people. He's the man who will, he's not a man, he said he's not a politician, he's the man who will get the thing done.
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੀ ਕਹੋਗੇ ਬਾਈ ਜੀ, ਅੱਜ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਏ ਮੇਅਰ ਦੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਇਵੈਂਟ ਤੇ?
ਹਾਂਜੀ, ਅਸੀਂ ਬਸ ਆਏ ਹਾਂ ਜੀ, ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਮਿੱਤਰ ਪਿਆਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲੇ ਹਾਂ ਜੀ। ਬਾਕੀ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਕੰਸਰਨ ਹੈਗਾ ਇਕਨੋਮੀ ਦਾ ਜੀ, ਇਕਨੋਮੀ ਉੱਪਰ ਜਾਵੇ ਹੈ ਨਾ। ਆਪਣੇ ਹਰੇਕ ਬੰਦਾ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਜੌਬ ਲੱਭਦਾ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਜੌਬ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਆ, ਜੌਬ ਮਿਲੇ। ਐਜ਼ ਲੌਂਗ ਐਜ਼ ਜੌਬ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ, ਬੰਦਾ ਬਿਜ਼ੀ ਹੈਗਾ। ਦੇਖੋ ਮੇਨ ਚੀਜ਼ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਕੀ ਆ? ਰੋਟੀ ਕੱਪੜਾ ਮਕਾਨ ਜੀ, ਤਿੰਨ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ। ਰੂਫ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ, ਕੱਪੜੇ ਚੱਜ ਦੇ ਪਾਏ ਹੋਏ ਹੈਗੇ, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲੇ ਫੂਡ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ, ਬਾਕੀ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਡਿਜ਼ਾਇਰ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ, ਪਰ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਤਾਂ ਹਰੇਕ ਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰੋਵਾਈਡ ਹੋਣੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਆ। ਸੋ ਇਹੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਵੀ ਸਾਰੀ ਟੀਮ ਰਲ ਕੇ ਵਧੀਆ ਕੰਮ ਕਰੇ। ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਕਿ ਵੀਰ ਜੀ ਆਇਆ ਓਟਵਾ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੋਂ, ਇਹ ਵੀ ਇਹੀ ਸੁਨੇਹਾ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਇਆ ਵੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਜੋੜੀਏ, ਗਰਾਊਂਡ ਲੈਵਲ ਤੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਦੇਖੀਏ ਕੀ ਆ। ਗਰਾਊਂਡ ਤੋਂ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗੂ ਸਾਨੂੰ, ਤਾਂ ਹੀ ਓਟਵਾ ਤੱਕ ਮੈਸੇਜ ਆਊਗਾ ਜੀ, ਤਾਂ ਹੀ ਉਹ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਬਣਨਗੀਆਂ, ਹੋਣਗੀਆਂ ਸਹੀ। ਸੋ ਇਹੀ ਮੈਸੇਜ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਵੀਰ ਜੀ ਆਏ ਤੇ ਇਹੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਵੀ ਗਰਾਊਂਡ ਲੈਵਲ ਤੋਂ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਦੇਖੋ ਤੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਸੋਲਵ ਕਰੋ। ਇੱਕ ਚੰਗੀ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਉਹੀ ਆ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆਮ ਲੋਕ ਨੂੰ, ਆਮ ਪਬਲਿਕ ਨੂੰ ਸੁਣਦੀ ਆ ਥੱਲੇ ਬਹਿ ਕੇ ਜੀ। ਇਹੀ ਆਪਣਾ ਰੋਲ ਆ ਜੀ।
ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ
ਜੀ, ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ।
ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਦ ਗੇਬਲਸ ਫਾਰਮ ਹਾਊਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਬੈਂਕੁਏਟ ਹਾਲ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ, ਉੱਥੇ ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਏ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਬ੍ਰੈਂਡਾ ਲੌਕ ਨੇ ਆਪ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪਲੇਟਫਾਰਮ ਉਹ ਅੱਜ ਲਾਂਚ ਕੀਤਾ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਰੀ ਕਨੈਕਟ ਟੀਮ ਦਾ ਇਲੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਪਲੇਟਫਾਰਮ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਅਨਾਉਂਸ ਕੀਤਾ ਆ। ਤੇ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਕ੍ਰਿਸਟੀ ਕਲਾਰਕ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਫਾਰਮਰ ਪ੍ਰੀਮੀਅਰ ਹੈ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਇੰਟਰੋਡਕਟਰੀ ਸਪੀਚ ਦੇ ਕੇ ਬ੍ਰੈਂਡਾ ਲੌਕ ਨੂੰ ਵੈਲਕਮ ਕੀਤਾ ਤੇ ਬ੍ਰੈਂਡਾ ਲੌਕ ਨੇ ਆ ਕੇ ਫਿਰ ਸਪੀਚ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਕਿ ਕੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਮੱਲਾਂ ਮਾਰੀਆਂ, ਕੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਪਿਛਲੇ 3.5 ਸਾਲਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਕੰਪਲਿਸ਼ ਕੀਤਾ ਆ। ਤੇ ਉਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਸਿਟਿੰਗ ਜਿਹੜੇ 4 ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕੌਂਸਲਰ ਹੈ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਫਿਰ ਸਟੇਜ ਤੇ ਸੱਦਿਆ। ਗੋਰਡਨ ਹੈਪਨਰ, ਹੈਰੀ ਬੇਨਸ, ਪ੍ਰਦੀਪ ਕੂਨਰ ਐਂਡ ਰੌਬ ਸਟੱਟ। ਤੇ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਇਲਾਵਾ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ 2 ਨਵੇਂ ਕੈਂਡੀਡੇਟ ਅਨਾਉਂਸ ਕੀਤੇ, ਨਾਇਓਮੀ ਵਿਕਟੋਰੀਆ ਐਂਡ ਰੋਨਾ ਟੈਪਰ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ MLA ਬ੍ਰਾਇਨ ਟੈਪਰ ਦੇ ਵਾਈਫ ਆ। ਸੋ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਟੇਜ ਤੇ ਸੱਦਿਆ। ਕਾਫੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਨੈਸ਼ਨਲ ਮੀਡੀਆ, ਪ੍ਰੋਵਿੰਸ਼ੀਅਲ ਮੀਡੀਆ, ਸਾਊਥ ਏਸ਼ੀਅਨ ਮੀਡੀਆ ਹੁਮਾ ਕੇ ਪਹੁੰਚਿਆ ਸੀ। ਕਾਫੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਸ਼ੋਲਡਰ ਟੂ ਸ਼ੋਲਡਰ, ਕਾਫੀ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦਾ ਉਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਸੀਗਾ ਤੇ ਕਾਫੀ ਸੋਹਣੀਆਂ ਸਪੀਚਾਂ ਸਾਰੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ, ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਦੇਖ ਰਹੇ ਹੋਣੇ ਆ। CJ ਸਿੱਧੂ ਰਿਪੋਰਟਿੰਗ ਫਰਮ ਸਰੀ, ਬ੍ਰਿਟਿਸ਼ ਕੋਲੰਬੀਆ ਫॉर ਸਾਂਝਾ TV FYI ਮੀਡੀਆ ਗਰੁੱਪ।